Okay.
Okay, so the quick summary from the morning is we discussed the CI-owned runners situation, and I think that brings us pretty much straight to your second point, Jun, because that's exactly part of the discussion.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I just want to clarify. You already answered my question. Just want to clarify the trade-offs between the cleanup QA and also building a solution. So my understanding is that the building that solution can be complicated and too long, and probably will risk a phase 6 if we rely on the solution. So the preferred short-term resolution is to clean up QA, move that QA cleanup job from staging to production.
Yeah, so I think that's right. I think we're trying to. So essentially, there's been a lot of amazing work being done by Firkin to get that feature ready, but we're still experiencing some issues. And I think one way of doing, like one particular area that causes problems is GitLab QA. But the query and the feature itself, as far as I understand, I'm not an engineer, right? So it's not very performant. So even after optimizing, we still have issues. And so ideally, in the long run, this would look different, right? And we would be able to change the feature and whatnot. But that, as Dylan said, is, I think, not really something that the Sharding team would be good at, because we have no domain knowledge whatsoever. Right? So I think our preferred path forward here is, for now, I think Camille is going to look at the query and try to work some magic and see, if we can do something here. I think then it will become a sort of collaborative, how can we support Firkin and the team to solve this sort of in the near term, maybe by these strategies via denormalization, removing more QA jobs, whatever it takes. And I think if that really doesn't get us anywhere, then I think we have to consider sort of, okay, what do we actually do here? Because this could become a real blocker. That's sort of and I hope that, like Camille spending today, that's not very long, and then these discussions are happening today as well, that we will come to some kind of conclusion relatively swiftly, right? Because I don't want to end up in a situation where we spend another 3 weeks on this and then figure out it doesn't work.
Yeah, I posted this quote from Dylan in the Slack channel. This quote was after, I think it was after Dylan, Camille, and Adam synced up. So that is also, that is also in the here. I will link to the comment here in the MR. So if I'm correct, it's after the team meeting. Adam, Camille.
Okay, so this may be something that I haven't seen.
Yeah. So this update actually suggested that we find so basically that's, if I'm correct, the sequence of the actions, if I understand correctly. So this is the latest, this is the latest suggestion from Dylan, that we find someone from runner team to work together to resolve this.
It sounds, I don't know where that quote is from, but it sounds like it, yes.
Yeah, but still, your concern still resonates. My concern is whether how long this takes. If this takes too long, then our phase 6,
I will, like, my operational thing for days, I'm going to, in the morning we discussed, Camille is going to look at it today. They're clearly discussing this right now. I'm going to wait until maybe tomorrow. And then I think we need to see what we can, like, what the outcome of that is, and then make some decisions.
Okay. So I'll just wait until tomorrow morning when we have a more clear message. Then likely if we pursue this to unblock physics, I will reach out to Cheryl and the
Sounds
runner.
good.
Yeah. But anyways, this solution is necessary, right? Because there might be customers running into the same situation. So the solution is necessary, but short term we need.
I think the main culprit is QA, but I think there is a concern that there will be customers who do something like this. I think this is one of these, like I will, like if we get to it, I will have to actually read up on this feature, right? Because I don't fully understand how important this is, how many people use it. And it's like sometimes we allow people to do things in the product that actually lead to all sorts of weird and undesirable behavior. So I'm not really sure if that's the case here. So I think, you know, if we can't make it work as is, then we may have to actually make some decisions on changing it, removing it. But I have no insight into the product vision for this feature at all. So I can't really say.
Gotcha. But indeed, remove this feature is an option because there are alternative features that can do the same thing.
Yeah, well, like ish, I think there are some situations in which this is helpful, but that's again, from a data perspective, I have no idea how many people use this at all, right? So this is one of those things where if it is really, really rare, right, then we could potentially get away with saying, you know, for performance reasons, you know, we had to disable that.
Yeah. Okay. When I reach out, I will present all the options there, like remove this feature. So this involves a product decision from the CI perspective, and improve the code to make it work.
I think that's still something that's being tried right now, and then we have to see, I think, by tomorrow, you know, where we stand.
Yeah. If you don't mind, please drop me a note tomorrow somewhere. Let me know the discussion results. Yeah. So I will reach out to Cheryl, and the runner group manager is Elliot. Yeah.
I will do that.
Thank you.
Okay. And the only other thing, and this is great to have you here, Jose, is that I've not had time this week to sort of consolidate the discussions across infrastructure and the Sharding team and QA. My sort of high level feeling is we have a lot of really great input on possibilities, right? Which is cool. I would like to actually make these things a little bit more concrete at this point and say like, okay, you know, QA, can you provide this environment in this way? Because this is what Jose needs. And then we will try out some of those things, because like, this is my gut feeling is like we have ideas, right? And the best way to actually make them more concrete is to just try. And I think at that point, we will know a lot more. And so this is sort of where I want to move. I think my impression is we have enough ideas on the table on how to do this, right? That we can move to the next phase, but I have to organize it, and I haven't been able to do that. That's sort of my
no worries. I will follow up. But maybe it was just to mention to QA that anyways, go ahead to prioritize that cleanup job in production anyways.
Sure. I mean, this is unrelated, right? This is regarding the disaster recovery planning.
Oh, disaster. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
But Jose, maybe we need a sync call so I understand what you need as well, because my desire is to, you know, you have this great sort of planning issue, right? And maybe we can create 3 of them and say like, this is sort of the first scenario, the second scenario, and the third scenario. Let's actually try them. Because one of the concerns that I have, and apparently it's a thing I didn't know, I called it the alchemy effect from Harry Potter, from this animal that grows by the space that you give it. Right? It's like, if we have 2 hours of downtime, we're going to take 2 hours of downtime because we will make a plan that fits these 2 hours, right? If we have 30 minutes, we make a plan that fits into 30 minutes. And I would like to actually understand, like, how much do we really need, to make the trade-off between sort of safety, right, and downtime. And so that's just a concern, and we need to try. You're muted, Jose.
Thank you. So we can talk about, will be a pleasure, Fabio. From my side, we are creating the environment, and we are trying to create some automation to create environments, because I don't want to expose data as we have in the live data, as we have in the benchmarking environment for them proposing anyone. We are working on that from the infra side. But we can talk about the case, about the whole test itself would be good.
Yes, cool.
Cool. Thank you.
That was the update from the morning. I think other than that, we have phase 3 in production. That's cool. And I think by tomorrow, we want to start enabling phase 4 in staging. So I think the rough plan. So
yeah. Cool. Okay. So for this discussion, I will reach out to QA anyways, ask them to accelerate a cleanup job in production. That looks like that's necessary anyways.
I think that that sounds right, from the last information that I saw by Furkan on that issue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we still have delayed email notifications, by the way, which is ruining my entire workflow. So I think it's getting better, but if I don't respond to something that you think I should respond to, ping me in Slack, because I may not have seen it.
Yeah. I don't see that message. Oh, I see it. I see email of Dylan's pinging that MR. So I think the message is coming back. Okay, that's it for today.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.